of the Story Speakers Guild, bringing you roleplay entertainment.
Welcome, welcome.
So, would you like to give our dear viewers a quick update on tonight's game before we get into it?
Very well, so last game session, upon returning home, we had a great deal of interesting conversations about the afterlife. Corvus began more work on the base. Everald needed to feed and took blood from Talawa.
Cappy was a twat.
What do you mean I was a twat?
It's reeled on.
The only person that I had to go back up the train was Corvus.
And the little girl.
Oh, yeah, we did have a little discussion about that, didn't we? That's right.
Now,
Yeah, no, be quiet, Cappy.
we will be missing some of our players tonight, unfortunately. The great and mighty Sire is still in flight and will not be able to make it. Talawa had a work function, which I suppose is more important than this. I feel that's debatable, but she'd probably argue and win that one. And Red Cloud said he would be joining us, so I think he's just run. Oh wait, he's in the Roll20.
He's just getting the old powder box ready.
Indeed, he's got to powder his nose before he can join us.
Oh man.
Oh man, Weekend, what would you expect? Of course you're gonna hear an echo if you're in my Discord and listening to my stream.
Yeah.
But alright. Corvus, I'm going to flash forward a week.
Oh.
And there he is.
I had a few other things I wanted to make.
Well, that's why I'm telling you. So that
Okay.
you can make appropriate rolls and tell me what you make.
Alright, I will do that as everyone else is doing stuff, because I still have to put down a small list.
Corvus. Is there anything anyone else would have wanted to accomplish in this week's time?
Eat a lot.
I suppose I could go around and bless the ground around around our home.
Okay.
Some might complain, but he's gonna do it anyway.
Cappy, are you using holy oil to bless it?
Yes.
Can I roll to set his holy oil on fire?
That's just mean.
You indeed can.
Hell yeah.
And he's gonna let her.
Oh god.
And the attacks on Christianity continue.
But, Rose, I would like you to roll a perception first to see if you catch him while he's doing it. Also, welcome, Red Cloud. Always a pleasure.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
I was explaining that we will not have Talawa or Sire with us tonight.
I sense a conspiracy.
Perhaps. So, Rose, Ursa does manage to eventually catch him doing this, but unfortunately, the oil is dried before she can set it ablaze. Just a little too late.
Not too late to burn the priest.
Wow, that's hostility toward me.
Alright. So,
Can a weapon have deadly 3? I thought 2 was max.
3's max.
Okay. Make your roll.
All right. Phew, okay. I got advantage 1 because I'm a feature, and I'm pretty sure I was still maintaining my boon from last time. So no, I would have to re-roll because I. No, wait. Yeah. Okay. So advantage 4. And here we go. Yes!
Alright, you make the coil gun.
Wealth 5. How long would that actually take to make?
It should explain under your feet.
Yeah, you're right. Let me check.
While he's checking that, is there anything else? I know Cappy's blessing the place. Bob, is there anything you would have wanted to do over the week that has passed?
Yes, but first I need to ask Corvus a question. Do you have any welding equipment?
I'm in the basement, so unless I'm heading upstairs, you probably have no idea where I'm at. But yeah, let's just say I go up for lunch one of these days. All right.
Okay. Well, I borrow Corvus's welding equipment. Oh. Stand still, damn it. I borrow Corvus's welding equipment, and I'm fabricating a mount on the handlebars of the bike for my shotgun.
So, are you like just trying to grab my hand?
Well, you wouldn't stop moving.
Okay. So I'm sitting here eating like some freaking gruel, and then Gavin's just pulling at my hand.
I've been meaning to tell you something for a long time.
I love you. What the fuck?
And you're the father.
Okay, double eat the fuck.
Damn.
You'll find you're mistaken.
Do you need something, Mac?
Yes, I need to borrow welding equipment.
See, I don't he kind of gives you a look. I could make some for you, but honestly, I'm a little busy at the moment. Well, what's it that you need?
Well, I'm making a mount on my bike for my shotgun, so that I'm able to fire while I'm riding.
Okay.
And I just need a welder.
You see him kind of put his hand towards his face, and he strokes his chin for a moment, and then he raises his finger, like kind of gesturing, "Aha." And then I'm going to cast. Actually, I'm going to pull out a little ball of like metal, and then I'm going to cast transmutation. All right, let's see. Yeah, there he goes. Okay. So I fashioned for him some welding equipment.
Tell me about it.
All right. So you see me put the ball down on the table, and I place my hands over it, and over the course of a minute, the ball actually starts to morph into a welding arc with a canister that's attached to it. It kind of looks like the black ooze that you see like coming out from me every once in a while. So it looks a little weird, but I hand you the welding torch. I'm not sure exactly how much gas I was able to gas or fuel, whatever. I was able to get into this, but
You just
this
uses electricity.
just electricity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well. Oh yeah. Then I'm going to pull a. I'm going to make a cord come out of it with some of the copper that I have, and I'm going to point over one of the walls. There's an outlet that you can use right there, so you'll be able to use it. I would suggest doing it outside, though.
Well, yeah, I don't want to set the place on fire. I really appreciate this, man.
Yes, you do. You do want to set this place on fire? It would be fun. Do it.
You are a troubled child.
Could you tell that from the part where I killed a bunch
AFK
of dead creatures and I'm kind of an orphan?
Yes, I think that was a pretty good indicator. Speaking of which, did you manage to get in contact with your family and and he's like struggling with the word, the spirit world?
Not yet.
Oh, well, I'm currently working on something at the moment, but when I'm done, if you haven't gotten in contact with them, I will set up a radio channel and maybe you could send out a signal for them.
Alright, thank you.
As
Now,
Go ahead.
Max, stop wasting his time so he can make the radio.
He went AFK, so he's not going to respond to you.
Oh. Fuck. All right.
Everald comes walking upstairs.
Ah, Avril.
He yawns. Ugh, Corvus. It's early and there's a lot of noise. It's past 12. It's about 1 or 2 p.m.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm back. I'm sorry. There's somebody at the door.
So as you're chatting, and I hand Mac his welding equipment, he gives you a look. You know, I was wondering a little bit about this the other day, but if you feel so poorly about New Babel, why didn't you kill me in the swamp?
How would have that solved the problem? I kill monsters. You're not a monster.
I'm just wondering, because if based on your tellings, I could have been a part of a strike squad.
By yourself, on top of that, trying to hide.
You didn't know.
On top of that, you fell into the swamp.
Yes. He turns away his face, and you can see like just a glimmer of a pained expression. Well, I suppose that's true, but why work with me then?
You wanted to kill the monsters. That's a good enough reason to work with you. An even better reason to want to keep you doing it.
I find the way you prioritize things to be very simplistic, however beneficial for me.
It's better when you keep things simple.
If things ever were. He kind of looks back down at his bowl of gruel and he sighs a little. Anyway, Mac, you have your torch material, and then Ursa, I will gladly set up the radio for you later. But I came up here just to eat something really quick, and I'm looking really forward to finishing this suit I've been working on. It's gonna be great.
The only other question I have is, do we have any scrap metal? I don't need a lot.
What kind?
Steel like a plate and some scrap bars or whatever.
You see Corvus just like reach into the side of his chest and just pull out like a steel beam, like a small steel beam for you, and then hands it to you.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
Anyway, if anyone needs me, I will be downstairs. Just knock on the door.
Alright, Bob, so do you go attach it?
Yeah, I make my mount, and then it's going to get attached to the triple tree at the top of the fork.
Alright then, I'm gonna need you to roll for me. I think it is gonna be a learning.
Ugh.
Alright. So, you managed to weld on a slot to hold the gun in place. But it's very basic, very primitive. It can't swivel or anything like that. It basically shoots whatever way the wheel's facing.
Okay. Can I do it over?
You'd probably have to try again another day.
Okay.
And you'll probably need more materials, as these ones will be wasted when you remove them.
All right. And the other question to the GM, are there any junk cars around here? Have I seen any?
Not in the nearby vicinity. When you were leaving New York, you saw more than you've seen around here.
Yeah, I figured that.
I mean, who knows what's underneath the swamp? This all didn't used to be swampland, just a portion of it. But so much has been swallowed up by the new swamp. Is Cappy really gonna go bless your bike?
Thinking about it, yes.
Like I said, he's gonna go make him a Ghost Rider after Ursa lights that thing on fire because she's.
Me lighting things on fire? I don't know what you mean.
I mean, it's out here and I'm blessing the ground outside. Might as well.
There's gonna be a trail of oil.
You should bless our truck too. Oh wait, we don't have one.
Oh man.
Lies! All lies!
Hey, I'm running more groups now than I've run in a while. We are so understaffed.
It's okay, man.
Typical management blaming it on labor.
I'm the labor.
God damn. Anyway, yeah. It'd be 20 work days, but I could do it in 10 if I'm working 16 hours straight. I just probably have to keep doping myself so I don't pass out.
Wait, it's gonna be 20 days to make that coil gun?
For a Deadly 3, yeah. Well, the coil gun itself, I can make in a couple hours, but for the actual fine tuning to make it deadly, that's what takes the 20 days. Because it's 8 hours a day, so I could work a double and get it done in 10, or I could just not sleep and work all day like some kind of like Chinese slave or something. I don't know. It's like a Nike sweatshop.
Oh
Well, aren't you a robot anyway?
I'm technically somewhere in between. I'm more like a cyborg. I'm in a weird place.
He is in a weird place.
You have not gotten to talk with him about existential concerns, so.
Well, yeah, and then there's that whole "I'm not a kobold" thing.
God damn he is. Every day, bro.
The best part is he just made another kobold after that.
I will actually play another kobold. I'm going to play an actual kobold. God damn you.
And then we'll just call you a lizard man.
I hate you. Alright. So, I'm doing my thing. What's everyone else doing?
Ursa is practicing.
Alright then, Ursa, during your practice, do you do any meditation?
Yes.
Alright, Ursa. As you're meditating during your practice, you begin to drift off into a subtle dream world. And you see a creature there. It has 5 horns extending from its head, with blazing tips. Long clawed hands that also have fire blazing from them. His eyes are black as coal, and his skin is the same blue that your flames appear as.
Hi. You're pretty nifty.
It looks over at you as you address it, and it tries to charge at you.
Oh,
But
damn.
as it's about to get to you, you notice the chains around it that hold it back from being able to maul you. As you see the chains, you can roll a perception for me. Yeah, perception is what this would be.
I imagine I finished blessing and I'm back in at this point to see this.
No, Kool-Aid man.
Nope. All right. No, I wanted to make sure before I say any comments whether I was in there still blessing.
Well, the way I
I'm
understand this,
meditating right now.
it's a vision. You wouldn't actually see it.
Oh, a vision. I missed it was a vision. I thought it happened in the bar.
Alright, Rose. So, you can tell us how it is you perceive this, but you're able to see the maker's mark of your family on those chains.
Whiskey?
I see an electric current kind of going throughout the chains. And, in the electric current, there is this. You know how chains are kind of ovally and there's the gap between them. And every single like little gap, it has the family crest on it.
Alright. So indeed, this beast is restrained like this, and as you finish noticing the chains, all of a sudden you snap back to reality.
To reality.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes gravity.
I was about to make that damn joke. Thank you.
But do I though?
You return to us. You are back in the present.
Oh shit. Corvus! I need help.
Do you go downstairs?
Yes, I am going to go downstairs while still yelling because I am a teenager.
Okay. So as you're walking down, you're going down a long hallway further underground, and when you get to the very edge, there is a door.
Alright, and?
So you're standing in front of the door. I am behind the door, but you're gonna have to like knock or something.
Corvus! Open up! Didn't you hear me?
You can hear like the vague sound of like phonetics and like something sounding like welding in the back. There's a speaker and there's like a button on your right.
I pressed the button. Corvus!
Jesus. You could hear some muttering in the background. Over the speaker above you. Authorize entry. The door is open. When you walk through, you see that there is a large underground hangar, and there's a work area, and it looks like Corvus has been actually setting up almost what looks like a targeting area for something. And you also see a small array of weapons that he's been working on, as well as this like really big rifle and this large suit of armor that almost looks like a carapace, and it's like texturing. You see him sitting in the corner. Yes, Ursa. Something the matter?
Yeah, I had a vision and I want your help interpreting it.
I give her a confused look. Do you not think you should ask the priest when it comes to these matters?
He would tell me that it is a vision brought on by Satan and that I am going to burn in hell forever and that demons will shove pickled snakes up my ass.
Well, so he's met you.
That's he gives you like a concerned look, and it's like that's say a very wild and colorful interpretation, but okay. And he's scratching his head. Sure, sit.
Ursa sits in the nearest chair.
He leans back in his. So what happened?
So I was meditating and then I don't know, it was like falling asleep, but I know I wasn't asleep. And I saw this weird beast thing with like 5 horns. It was on fire, its paws were on fire, and its skin was like the same blue as my flame, she says, making flame appear on her fingertips and kind of waggling it about before she sets it off and puts her hand back in her lap. And then she's like, I told it it was nifty and it tried to maul me, which was really rude. But then I saw that there were these chains around it, and that had my family crest on them.
I'm imagining she's saying this like while waving her arms about.
She is.
You can see he's kind of lost while like watching you. Can I make an inference as to what this might be, or would I have no bloody clue?
It's gonna be a hell of a learning.
All right,
You can do it.
I'm gonna try to boost my learning, make my noodle smarter. I think I made my noodle smarter. Wait, why is that wait, shouldn't that be a 3? Yeah, it should be a 3. That's weird. Okay. I will make the learning.
Watch him roll the 1.
That would be. Might as well, man. I can't imagine. I give her the most confused look in all of existence.
Well,
He just kind of pauses for a moment and then goes, "Yeah, demons and pickled snakes."
the only thing you really think is, you've heard about theoretical sciences, about different worlds and things like that, and how demons exist in more than one, but you don't really understand it, or you can't give much of an answer except it's a theory.
Ursa, dear, I'm just not very well savvy when it comes to matters of the spirit. Perhaps one of your other friends. I mean, maybe Everald might know something.
Alright, I'll go seek him out because you are useless. Bye!
There's just this exasperated look on my face.
Child, so needs a spanking one of these days. Teacher, members will actually straighten up.
Cappy wants
Cappy, stop
Accurate.
talking about spanking a minor. Holy shit.
Oh my
We get
god.
that
That
you like
kind of
touching
spanking
underage butts, but
Oh no, please.
Apparently you've never... No, that's not actually a... what you're thinking.
Cappy, just let it go. Let it go.
So that was she grew up in the time after that shit fucking happened. When I was young, my parents would spank me when I was bad. Although I was never really bad, but...
and look at all the issues you have now.
I don't have issues.
Guys.
he has tissues.
Sorry, hold up.
Or
My
his
mouse
issues.
has epilepsy. Everald! Ursa will say while knocking on the door impatiently, like,
Ugh, Kevin.
hurry up! Holy shit!
He gets up and he opens the door. It's early.
Hey, I need your help. Yeah, whatever. It's early, wake up. I need your help, interpreting this vision I had.
Okay, what was the vision?
So, like,
Snake.
I was meditating, and it felt like I was drifting into a dream, but it, like, wasn't a dream. I know it wasn't a dream. And I saw this weird beast thing that, had 4 legs, 5 horns that were on fire, and paws that were on fire. And its skin was the same blue color as my, flames. She says she's going to once again demonstrate this while waving her hands all about. And, then it tried to maul me, which was really rude. But then I saw that it was being restrained by chains that had my family crest on them. So yeah.
Well, I'm not sure I would fully understand visions and things like that. The creature sounds very demon-esque in type.
Do you what?
Demon-esque. A demon.
Sci-fi.
Maybe I should have asked the priest. Okay, well, what kind of demon would it be?
Well, the only clues you have are the flames, right?
Yeah, but don't, like, all demons shoot flames out of their orifices, though?
I'm just imagining a demon like farting a flamethrower.
That's exactly what I meant. You know that phase where, boys will try to light their farts on fire? That was what, Ursa's brother did.
Oh man.
Either way, I do not know the exact nature of what it would all mean. The creature sounds dangerous.
So it isn't a family pet?
Did it try to harm you, or did it try to be subservient?
Maybe it was trying to come lick my face. You don't know.
I'm sure that would have gone over very good. Very well.
I will say that technique you use is very interesting. I haven't even met mages who have full mastery of fire who can manipulate it quite the way you can.
Well, you just have to bend the energy inside you. It's easy. You just kind of swirl it all about until it becomes fire.
Very scientific.
But the finest of shamans and monks that I have met cannot achieve such things either.
Well, maybe they're weaklings.
She's taking magical steroids.
She could be part demon, and she just doesn't know it yet.
She is pretty in shape. I mean, with how much she practices, like, that's why she eats so much. I'd imagine that fire manipulation would burn a lot of calories, pun intended.
Your family has ancient teachings, does it not?
Yep.
Where do they keep those?
Wait, how
books?
do you know about my family? When did I tell you about my family? Are you stalking me? Corvus told me?
I'm not stalking you. And Chorus did not tell me.
How'd you know? Are you reading my mind? What am I thinking right now?
There's only one family that has abilities like yours.
Fair enough.
Not to mention, you carry that stake and that silver knife. Clearly, from a hunter family.
Could have stolen it.
You could have, but most who are smart enough to carry such things would be hard to rob.
True, true. So, what is your point about the shamans and mages not being able to do what I do?
That it's different, very unique. And I wonder where such power would come from. But, alas, I do not know. It is a mystery to me. Which is why I recommend you look into your own family's teachings. You might find answers in there.
Yeah, that would be ideal and all if our home wasn't destroyed by the Wraith King and my father wasn't dead.
She fucking slapped you with the guilt.
What I hear a lot of is, I'm not willing to look.
Yeah, what could be more fun than going through the place where my father, maybe brother, maybe mother, I'm still not sure, were brutally killed. That sounds really like a good time.
I find such things to be rather cathartic once you get down to them.
Well, would you be willing to come with me to do it?
Very well.
Cool.
We're going to need someone who knows how to drive. It will make things easier.
Who does here know how to drive? Mac drives that wank chair motorcycle, and just I haven't seen Talawa recently. Who does that leave?
Corvus.
Oh, okay. As long as we don't have to take Father Wank Chariot with us.
He has his uses, if not only for cannon fodder.
He has his uses as the person we all make fun of in the pack. Without him, our morale would go down because we could not insult him.
That is indeed true, but I'm just saying, never underestimate the power of a holy shield in front of you.
We have such loving opinions of each other.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, but Ursa is also a shitty teenager saying shitty teenager stuff. I'm playing a teenage girl.
And you're doing it really well too. No, that was sarcastic. That was actually a compliment. She's playing her character quite well.
I know, it's just funny.
Oh, I thought you
Just
were
like your
sticking.
failed life.
Damn, dude.
I I don't mean that.
What I was saying before I threw my finger off the button accidentally was when you snickered at first, I thought I'd be sarcastic, and I didn't think you actually thought I was being serious when I said that.
So, children.
Anyway.
So, Ursa, are you gonna go ask Corvus?
Yep, I'm gonna storm back over to the room, knock on it, like in the whole knock, 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 knock way, and be like, Corvus! I'm gonna move my character.
Alright. Yeah. Wait, quick question.
Quick answer.
At this point, did I finish my heavy suit?
How long was it going to take to make that?
You said 2 days.
Sure, why not?
Okay. So from behind the door, you hear like this thud, 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 and the
Hurry
door
up,
opens.
badass!
No, and the door opens, and you see a much larger looking Gorvis.
Can I make a roll for, like, knowledge of the past? Because I really want to make an Iron Man reference.
It would be a learning.
Can I roll it?
Yes.
Wait. So derpy.
You have enough knowledge to make the reference, but you have no idea what it's a reference to. You're like a poser referencing.
Iron Man.
All right. I look down at you. It's just like I shake my head. Hi. Yes. As I've and I start like moving my hands around, testing things. I just finished up my new suit. I was looking to try it out a little bit. I need to do some more calibrations, and a good field test seems in order. Did you need something?
Yeah, we need a driver, and you know how to drive, so you're gonna drive us. And you can bring your bigger cage for your stupid ego with.
Generally speaking, when requesting something, I think it's in good manners to do so kindly.
Generally speaking, metal is a very conductive thing, and I happen to be able to control electricity.
I close the door.
Damn.
And I rolled to set the door on fire.
The moment you do that, did you ever finish? Did you ever finish those creatures or no?
I will. I will say they can put it out, Kyle.
Yeah. The moment you do that, you see a bunch of little like spider-like creatures come out of like seemingly nowhere, and they have guns trained at you.
If you think that I'm not okay with dying, you are absolutely wrong.
I'm nowhere at the door. I went back to go to work.
Are you really gonna make me fight these spiders?
They're not shooting.
Alright, fine, well I'm gonna try to set the door on fire again.
Oh no.
I'm so glad I'm not here.
You technically are there, Cappy. You're just not in that part of the house.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Not in that part of the house.
Emerald, are you with her?
No, but Cappy and Bob can hear a commotion.
Great.
Okay. I go downstairs to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Open
Leave
up,
my
you
head out.
coward!
So you see all the spider bots with their guns trained on her with flames in her hands, a closed, odd-looking door, and a comm system.
What is going on down here?
He's being a bitch and not driving me where I need to go.
So he's not helping you, and you're throwing a temper tantrum. I thought you grew out of that already, or am I mistaken?
Eat my ass! She goes back to trying to set the door on fire.
I'll give her arm the top before she gets anything going. Do not set the door on fire.
Okay, while he's doing that, Mac's just gonna back up over here and watch.
Do you think, Mac?
Did you not hear the speech I made about fighting a teenage girl? If you win, you've beat up a teenage girl. If you lose, you got beat up by a teenage girl. Either way, it doesn't look good for you.
I never said I was fighting her.
I'll fight you.
I'm not fighting you, child. I just don't want you to set it. If you set something on fire down here, it'll burn the whole place down. Do you want that?
Yes.
Child, clearly there's something wrong with you. You need expert help. I'm not even sure if I have the qualifications for that kind of help.
500 years after known society has crumbled, Cappy.
Yeah, he still said it, regardless. You do realize throwing temper tantrums isn't going to get anybody to help you. Flying off the handle constantly is not going to get anybody to help you. Acting
Have you read the Old Testament? Literally, that whole book is your God throwing a temper tantrum.
No. My God does not throw a temper tantrum. He calmly deals with shit.
Oh, yes, he does. He calmly sent a bear to kill 42 children because they made fun of an old bald guy. Calmly.
Rose, you're gonna need to start rolling some learning for these references.
Wait, is that something that's out of character? Is that something that's actually in the Bible? I've never read the Bible.
It is.
It's in the Old Testament, yes.
Shit. I did not know this. That's fucked up.
I love how our priest knows nothing in the Bible. You chose any religion you didn't know, but you chose the one that the rest of us do know, and you don't.
Well, I got help to. If I make me say that, I got you guys to help me.
Oh man.
Can we also talk about that one time when God granted David the powers to collect 200 foreskins as a dowry?
That is also true.
Alright. Either way, enough biblical references from the girl who probably wouldn't have studied Catholicism.
He's from a hunter family.
And maybe a few more from the man who's supposed to be the priest.
Indeed.
Oh, man.
I'm kind of stumped right now.
It's nothing new, bro.
You know, if anybody watches this, if you want to send Cappy a Bible,
This is gonna be our new like fun.
I live for.
Even the Cliff's Notes version would be good.
I will set up a P.O. box just to get a Bible for Cappy.
Oh man.
Literally, like, this is what I live for. I know the Bible really well, so every time I see people being shitty, I just throw Bible verses at them until they realize that they're being huge cunts. That's my aunt.
Character-wise, he's just trying to talk sense and let you know that go off the handle is not gonna help.
So, does Cappy's character, like, look stumped?
It's probably not that far of
He's not sure how to handle the situation with her. She's not really listening to him. He does not want to attack her or do any kind of harm to her. That's not the kind of person he is. So he's not sure how to get through to her.
How does he get through to these
She's-
kids?
She's
How
gonna
about we
turn
just
to go
kids?
back to banging on the door with her fists on fire.
Child, if you want to bang on the door, that's fine. Just don't do it with a lit fist, please.
Yeah, it's like a,
Ignores him and keeps doing exactly that.
To be fair, Ursa, that's not going to make your knocking any louder, and it, it does put the rest of us in needless danger.
Fine. Can I make a roll to try to kick the fucking door in?
it's a big fucking door.
It's gonna be a hell of a might roll.
We
That
swung
is-
the ground this child.
It's
Lock
a
her in
blast
room
door,
for a few
dude.
days.
That's why it's gotta be a hell of a might roll. You don't know, she could roll a 50.
Nope,
Shit.
he broke her foot.
I did not kick the door in.
Did you bust your shit?
So,
Lucky.
you kick the door, and you hurt your ankle pretty good. And your yell echoes in Corvus's helmet, and Corvus for a moment feels bad for you.
Since I'm
Hopefully
here,
open the
I will.
fucking door.
When I see she's hurt her foot, I'll walk over and attempt to heal her ankle.
Corvus, you feel bad. Do you decide to go out and provide assistance?
Fine. Alright.
So Corvus comes walking out as the priest is trying to touch you.
Heal her ankle. Not, boy, y'all need to.
My ankle's fine.
Fuck.
As he lays his hands upon her to heal her, he just does not feel the presence of his god helping him.
Because he's too busy looking up her skirt.
No holy energy can't be to heal her. That
Oh
can.
my god.
So,
After my able to heal, I kind of stomach kind of frown a little irritated.
Corvus,
Yes.
your bots are clearly detecting damage to her ankle.
Ugh. I raise my hand and do my whole shtick. Go fix her silly ankle.
My ankle is fine. It's never felt better.
Well, you have several hairline fractures from what I can tell, but thankfully that won't be much of an issue for longer. And I do my whole finger thing. The pain
Your
that was
finger in there. Is that what you just said? Your finger
Tor-
thing.
my finger thing. No, I'm like, you don't know this, but I'm actually typing.
AFK.
The pain that was in your ankle just dissipates.
See, I told you, my ankle is fine. It's never felt better.
Yes, quite. What is it that you want? Why do you want me to go run for you?
Because I need to go look through the corpse of my childhood in my house, where my father was killed, and maybe come across his dead body. And maybe my mom and brothers, too. And everyone else who lived in the house.
What suddenly brought this all on?
The lore part,
What?
Rose? The lore part?
I can't hear you, Ryan.
I hear him fine.
Just speak up a bit, please.
Lore part.
What do you mean, lore part? You told me that, her dad is dead and she doesn't know if the rest of her family is.
But your family probably had books and things like that. Things
Yeah.
you needed to learn. Lore.
Yes.
So
You
I'm
would
still
have
looking down
far
at you.
more success with Corvus if you mentioned that.
And I need to find the lore of my family so I can find out what Fluffy wanted and what Fluffy is.
I'm back.
Child, Ursa, can you Fluffy? You're going to your family's home. You've never mentioned them before. Why the urgency all of a sudden?
Because I just saw Fluffy in a vision, and he was this giant demon with 5 horns and 4 legs and flames shooting out of various parts of his bodies, and he's cute.
Minute she says demon, she has my undivided attention. You know, being a priest, you're a demon. You
We will leave him alone.
time to do some exercising.
His name is Fluffy.
Doesn't sound like something to be called Fluffy.
Well,
I
he's
would
cute
agree
and
with the
adorable,
priest.
and I love him so much.
This child is touched, but if
Yes,
this
I'm aware of that.
if this concerns your family, then yes, I have agreed to offer you aid. You should have said something earlier.
I will come as well. Never know what help you might need.
Why do you have to come?
Because it sounds like we'll be dealing with demons, and I have a feeling I might need to be there.
Okay, it still has nothing to do with you. Fluffy just needs to learn how to love. He'll be fine.
You're not very good at accepting help, are you, child?
I don't want your help. You're not very good at not giving people unsolicited help, aren't you?
It is my job to help people. You were injured, I want to heal you. That's part of my job. Anybody's
Just wanna
injured, I will
touch
heal their injuries. If they need
Kids have
help,
a
I will
habit
help
of
them in
that.
any other way.
Touching people under 18.
I was healing
I'm
your
not a
ankle.
boy, but you felt like you had to make do.
Where is your mind at, child? You need God badly. You need to go to a chapel and pray.
I just want to interject real quick. As you're like bickering back and forth, you just see Corvus walk like quietly past you and head
You
upstairs.
can't walk quietly in that fucking thing. Based on what you said earlier, quietly is not part of that suit's function.
Not yet. I haven't calibrated it yet.
Matt goes upstairs too, muttering to himself. He won't learn, will he?
Everald goes upstairs as well.
Ursa goes upstairs and then closes the door in Cappy's face, and I don't think the door actually locks, so it's more just mildly inconvenient fuck you than really hindering him.
I'll open the door and walk through. It's gonna take a lot of work to heal that child's anger.
Anyway, I'm gonna start up the car while they're getting their shit.
Everald's gonna hop in the trailer part.
Now, climb in the car as well. Try a back seat or something. It's where I always end up, so I might as well just sit there.
Cappy goes and sits on the bed.
Corvus, do you have any extra gas for the bike?
You'd have to check the barrel. I'm not sure if that actually did anyone refill it when we last checked. Corvus takes a look down at the gauge. Are we still? Is it still good on gas?
No, like I said, when we got back last game session, both vehicles were almost out of gas.
All right. I guess we got to fill it up. How much gas is left in that barrel that I made for you guys?
motorcycle with it, I believe.
Was it like filled to the brim?
From what I understood, yes.
Well, I'm talking about the barrel itself.
Yes.
What I'm asking about is there enough for the actual car?
What's that? I mean, is it a 55-gallon drum that you made?
Yeah, but not all of that material is going to stay as gas. So I'm asking the DM is there enough for the actual vehicle itself, the one that we're driving?
We will say there is enough for both to get the full one more time, and then you're gonna have to make more gas.
Lovely. All right. So Corvus grabs like a rubber hose that's laying next to the drum, and he applies some suction to just kind of get the flow going. And he tops off the truck, and then he hands it over to Gavin.
And I put my 5 gallons in.
As I'm handing it to him, just remember that's on you.
Okay.
I want some coin later.
No problem.
All right. I go take my seat in the driver's seat, and then get everything ready to go. I look back. Everyone good?
Good to go.
I'm good.
Everald lays down in the back.
All right, so come up here so you can tell me where to go.
Okay, sweet. Shotgun. She rolls over and goes to sit up front and climbs over everyone and might have accidentally kicked Cappy's character in the face.
Did Mac hear her yell shotgun?
Perception.
All right. So I start up the vehicle and get moving.
All right.
Should I roll to navigate? Because if Ursa is anything like me, we're gonna get lost as fuck.
She is leading us.
Oh
So
boy.
should I make a roll to know if I have any clue where I am navigating?
Sure. Roll a logic.
Bet we get lost.
Right. we may very well just be.
She takes you down a few wrong turns and whatnot, makes the trip end up being much longer than it needed to be. But eventually, she gets you on track.
All right. So, paint the scene for us. What are we seeing as we're driving up to this? To the. I'm guessing it's the ruins.
Not quite. It's just like eerily empty.
So,
There are burn marks in a few places.
Rose, calm down, calm down. Here is what you see. First off, you enter a town. It's a small village. Basically, it's a settlement around her family's land. That sprung out because of the protection that you get if you're around them.
Okay.
Rose, you know because you are from this hunter family that the people here are more prone to giving you special deals and things like that.
So, who needs gas?
They don't have gas here.
Lane.
That
Does
is
anyone need anything?
How long have we been driving?
12 hours.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
I'm thinking we need to make a pit stop.
Very possible.
Actually, hold up. I'm just gonna roll this to see if I'm like passing out. Oh no, I am definitely not. I'm still wide awake, but I am definitely anxious to get off my ass.
Alright, so you want to stop in the town that is around her family's land? That's what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I go turn to Earth. You know, we've been driving for like 12 hours almost. I need to stretch my legs, and maybe we should consider getting lodgings for the night. Is she like in shock or something right now?
Rose, you know you're Ursa, right?
Yes.
You heard him address you, right?
No, sorry. Come again.
I was saying how we've been driving for the last 12 hours, and I think it'd be wise for everyone to take a moment to rest.
Ursus yawns while nodding and kind of stretches out. I'm really, really hungry. I'm so glad I brought food.
As just out of curiosity, as we were driving through town, do we notice anything strange?
The people are looking at you pretty wearily, and you do notice that some buildings have been damaged or destroyed, and you also notice that there are some sections of the city that have just plain been shut off.
As a priest,
What do you
I
mean,
noticed...
shut off?
Oh, okay.
What are you turning into? Oh, you're throwing up your shit, right? So you look like a normal human now?
Yes, I look like human number 3. I am a bald man with a long beard and like just kind of like peasant's clothes. It looks definitely a little out of touch, but kind of appropriate for the area.
What I was asking was, from a priest perspective, would I notice or feel anything that would catch my attention?
Do you have prescience to try to do so?
As a matter of fact, I do.
They won't like you here, he says, looking over at Cappy.
Hey, there we go.
The areas that are blocked off to us, you feel great corruption coming from them. It's unholy. It's unclean.
Yeah, I kind of tap Crows on his shoulder. The closed off areas. Lots and lots of corruption and evil. You must be very careful here.
Yeah, that's a red light district.
That's not the kind of corruption I mean, child.
Rose, these
I
areas...
know I'm fucking you, dumbass.
Rose, these areas did not exist last you were here.
Gentrification has really changed up the city.
You should take
All
this
these
situation
wraiths
seriously.
moving in.
You should take this more seriously, child. Being this concerned to your family, there's no telling what we could discover.
Yeah, and it doesn't concern you because your family didn't get killed in this, so don't tell me how to cope with it.
Just kind of shake my head and go back looking out the window, keeping an eye on shit.
So you're looking for a tavern-esque type place, Corvus?
I I would be asking Ursa to do it, considering she's a local. And as for that corruption that Nicholas mentioned, that's in the city or in the town that we're in.
Yep, in those blocked off areas.
Okay.
Through your incredible logical ability, you can assume that the attack on her family spread into the city as well.
I'd imagine that's the case, but I'm wondering if that means that there's something else still here. Anyway, I look back to Ursa. She's kind of sulking. Ursa, I understand this is a touchy subject for you. How about we find somewhere to rest, and maybe we can. And then I look over to Nicholas. Maybe we can address this corruption after we've had some time to relax.
I nod.
Yes,
That is a good idea. We're all weary and could use some rest.
I'm hangry, so I want to eat and sleep. I've been awake for 12 hours, and that was way too much time to be awake.
Well, lead on.
Alright, so she leads you to a tavern.
The hell?
What?
Somebody posted unconscious invisibility. Or are you doing this to read the effect or whatever?
Yeah, I just wanted to see what the little icon actually meant.
Are you playing with my macros, Kyle?
Huh?
I said, are you playing with my script macros?
That's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah, too bad they're D&D, and I haven't figured out a way to change them over.
Oh well.
But I did add special ones for advantage and disadvantage, so when it comes to your turn and if your token has advantage or disadvantage, it'll tell you.
Ooh, neat. Alright, so Ursa's leading us along.
Yep.
I walk in and then just kind of open the door and
Alright.
go, "Hi, I'm here. Can we have a room and some food?"
Oh, Miss Ursa, you're okay. This place is made of stone, and it's actually pretty fine workmanship for anything you guys have seen recently. Except for you, Corvus, of course.
It's fine.
No,
For
Corvus,
primitive.
even you would notice that it's better than things you've seen out in the waste.
Yeah, I've done some work, so I would know what it's like. I'm not that disconnected. Kind of, hopefully, maybe.
But there are people sitting at the bar having drinks. Tables set up. You notice that there isn't much merriment, though.
Have you guys heard anything about my mom and my brother?
I am afraid I've not heard anything or seen anything since the attack. We all believe that none of you made it out. That's why we're so relieved to see you. Then again, your father did always brag about how you would be the strongest one yet.
Thank you for your concern. Did they recover his body?
None have been able to approach the manor. The corruption there is so foul that the dead are walking and attacking.
"Oh, cool zombie," she says, turning over to look at Everald.
could be worse than zombies.
Yeah, it could be a bunch of him, she says, pointing to Nicholas.
I just shake my head. May I ask you a question, sir?
Don't answer him, he's stupid.
The lady does not wish me to answer you.
I'm still going to ask. Those closed off areas, as we passed by them, I sensed lots of corruption and evil from them. What happened?
It's pretty easy, stupid. The Wraith King invaded and sent his army.
Indeed, and those areas were hit the hardest. Those who have perished there have started to rise up as well. That's why we've had to block them off.
Perhaps I should see if I can purify or at least partially cleanse that area. Reduce the danger. If not fully remove it, if I am able to.
I would exercise caution should you go there.
I always exercise caution entering areas like that, but I do appreciate your word of advice. Thank you.
It is said anyone so far who has attempted to go there and made it out has not come back the same.
Thank you for the warning.
Maybe when you come back out, your version of not being the same will be less of you being a douche.
Nick just shakes his head.
Do you need somewhere to rest, Miss Ursa?
Yes, please.
We will have rooms prepared for you and your friends. And please...
Thank you so much.
I will make sure they bring you out food.
Of course, thank you for your hospitality.
Yes, I will go wake the chef up now. So the owner of the tavern runs off to go get the chef and orders some other workers to start preparing the rooms.
Corvus takes a seat at one of the open tables, and he's just going to look about the room.
Max sits down with him.
I'll sit down as well.
Even though they're not really cherry or anything, does it seem like they're on edge around us?
Now that they've seen her, no.
So that have they relaxed a little?
Yes.
Okay. Just wondering if I'm just wondering if I should be like holding my gun underneath the table or not.
No, the people do not seem like they're going to be aggressive towards you.
Okay.
They wouldn't dare attack you if you're with me.
So you actually watch me looking at them?
Yes.
Okay. You've been away for some time from the sounds of it. You never know what could be around the corner.
Look at me, I'm adorable.
Don't be too trusting of those you once knew.
Well, I'll keep that in mind considering my dad might be a zombie right now.
He just sighs.
A powerful being such as him would not have become a zombie. Probably a white.
It's very comforting.
What's the fucking difference?
Oh, there's a difference.
Caliber of undead. Ability to think.
Oh, brilliant! So I get a super zombie dad!
This is so twisted.
Why do you say that?
I'm not saying this in character.
I know, I'm asking why it's so twisted.
Because he's just taking the piss out of this. It's like, oh yeah, wait, I gotta have to kill my super zombie dad again. She just seems super thrilled. Because that won't fuck you in the head at all.
I mean, that's probably why she's making the sarcastic comments.
Coping with dark humor.
Yep.
I know this tactic well.
That's literally what she does all the time, and every time she does it, Cappy's like, there's something wrong with you.
I don't think that's out of character for him, though.
Indeed.
True.
So, rooms are made, food is prepared. You guys are literally only charged the equivalent of wealth level 1 for all of it because of her. You're basically getting everything for tips.
Do we hear any conversation going on in the bar?
Perception it for me.
Oh boy.
I know, it's our party's favorite role.
You can do it.
I can do something, hopefully.
So, you're trying to listen in on conversations, Chorus. But you just can't seem to hear anything, so you keep getting closer and closer. And finally, you're like practically at a table with two people talking, and they're just staring at you. Can I help you, sir?
I stare
I
back
just
at
start
them.
laughing. Just decided to get up in their business like that.
Hang on. I'm just gonna roll this again for shits and giggles, just to see what my reaction will be. Okay, I probably know that I've done something wrong.
Indeed, you do realize you've committed another social faux pas.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just trying to listen in. I'm new to the area.
Just trying to listen in.
Like I said, he's not good at this. I just wanted to know what was going on. It seemed like people were in poor spirits.
Roll a persuasion.
Another thing I'm good at. Sadly. Oh, hey.
But yeah, look at you go. So go ahead and tell us about how they warm up to your childlike innocence.
I'm sorry. This is.
Oh my god.
They can see like the sincerity in my face that I didn't mean any harm by it, and they're probably like a drink or two in, so they don't mind sharing. And considering that they've seen Ursa's face, they've probably lightened up in spirits. So, they awkwardly but casually allow me to sit there, and they share a little bit about what's going on.
You see, since the attack on the city, almost everyone's loved ones have been rising up and attacking, so we had to block off various parts of the city.
Outs.
You can hear them if you listen real closely. Their screams, their cackles.
So they're still in there.
We have no way of stopping them. We were here because we were under the protection of her family, and as far as we know, she's the only one left.
And you've just kept them at bay with boards? How have you sealed them in?
It's hard. During the daytime, they're not as active, though, so we go in and we repair the barricades. If any stragglers manage to make it through, we try to pitchfork them down. It's not always successful.
Have you
If
tried
send
beating
enough
them with
waves of
pickles?
farmers at something, eventually you'll get results.
It's terrible. Why have you not evacuated?
These are our homes. Where else would we go?
Corvus kind of like scratches the side of his face a moment. Yeah, okay. Um, well, hopefully we can bring some better news in the near future. As you can see, your, I guess your lady is fine for now.
That is good. Also be careful if you go into the corrupted areas. My brother-in-law went in there and survived. He hasn't been right in the head since.
Huh.
May I talk to him? I say,
So you
listening in on their conversation,
But I've
but
heard
I'm
that.
not an outsider.
You gotta roll a perception like he had to if you're gonna listen in.
And I can do that.
I was talking to her.
Kool-Aid Man.
Well, I'm gonna roll anyway to see if I heard that, because based on the 7,
We're
my
not
character
going
would.
to roll it.
Oh, alright, I won't roll it then.
I guess I did not hear them.
Indeed, you do not hear them. But you go walking up to the table, similar to how Corvus was.
I just calmly scooch my chair closer and closer, so maybe a little less awkward.
Do you guys know anything about the areas that are sealed off?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're just talking about that actually.
Cool.
Gentlemen,
We were.
he just
Go ahead.
no, he just gestures towards them.
We were just explaining to your friend here how the dead have been rising up there, and how we've had to keep them at bay with barricades. And warning him about going in there and the horrible effects it can have on the mind.
Well, that's exactly what we're planning on doing. So, wish us luck!
You should be careful, milady. You're the last of your family. I'd hate to see you lose your mind as well.
Maybe I'm not the last. My mother and my brother could have made it out too.
I hope that ends up being true.
The general lack of hope in his tone makes Ursa look all downcast.
And what time of the day is it right now?
About midnight.
So the zombies are active right now.
Yep, like he said, if you listen closely, you can hear them moaning.
Mm. I look back towards Ursa. It might be a little too dangerous to go poking our heads around right now, but I say we shore up here for the night, and then once the morning comes, maybe we could give your clan's villagers some needed rest.
Did you hear him, Rose?
Yeah. She's just still kind of sitting and moping, but she nods and goes, "Yeah, yeah, quest would be cool."
Alright. Is there anything anyone else wants to accomplish?
Nothing I can think of at the moment.
What's Mac doing?
Listening, drinking, doing lines. It's Mac.
He's a simple man with an expensive habit.
Indeed.
I want to know what like magical portal you're pulling this stuff out of.
Huh?
No, I'm just making jokes. I'm just like, I'm wondering what magical portal you're pulling all this like nose candy out of.
I has my sources.
You like open up like his tank, like one half of it's actually dedicated for gas, and the other is just like a stash.
You looked, damn it.
Alright. So I guess they're passing out for now.
Indeed. Rose, you're in that dream again.
I am dreaming.
And you see the creature again. And once again it charges
Fluffy!
towards you and tries to maul you.
Oh, it's okay, boy. I wasn't gone for too long.
It lets out a horrible growl at you as it's trying to get you.
Oh, is that your way of saying hello?
Like no perception of the gravity of the situation.
Oh, he gets it. He's just a bitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're cranky. Do you have any information for me? 'Cause I'm kinda stumped as to the last vision.
It starts making what looks like a laughing gesture, mocking you.
Fluffy, don't be rude.
The creature moves
So why are
away
you
from
chained up? Like, are you my family's pet demon?
The creature moves away from you.
Hey, come back here!
Not even demons want to deal with your shit.
Get back here right now!
Stamp your foot.
I stamp my foot and I order him to!
It doesn't listen.
Hey, do you have any help at all? 'Cause I have to be seeing you for a goddamn reason. So if you could just be compliant, 'cause there's nothing else you can do in here. And obviously I'm the only person who you're ever gonna fucking see. So you might as well make the most out of the little limited interaction you get. Alright, Fluffy?
Roll a persuasion.
Yeah, holy shit. I don't know, laugh at this fucking way.
The creature looks over at you. I have nothing to offer you.
Well, why are you here? You must have something.
The fact that you do not know means that you are not ready.
You are not worthy.
What do you mean I'm not ready? Do I have to go find some lore shit in the desiccated husk of my house?
You are no master, and you lack the knowledge to ever be one.
Oh, fucking bet, bitch. Ooh, Fluffy, you gonna learn.
You will not address me as such.
When I'm your master, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
You will never be my master. None are my master.
1-800-BET.
It's a really short phone number.
You are weak and pathetic. You do not understand why you even see me.
Yeah, no shit. That's why I'm trying to go look for it. The reason why. Because I'm trying to better myself.
You should give up now and let me consume you.
As much as I often tell people to eat my ass, I'm not actually gonna go for that.
Give me your soul.
Sire, I already sold it.
I can smell it, you liar.
This
It is
new perfume
vibrant.
I have.
It is young. Let me consume you, and it will all be over. Or you can be
Exactly.
empathetic.
Why would I do that? You're being rude. This isn't how you make friends.
Coming from fucking you.
I am not your
No
friend.
doubt.
You're right, you're gonna be my pet.
I am not your pet either.
Yet. Important word is yet.
Ever.
Yet.
It runs forward and attempts to maul you again.
Aw, you're so excited to douse me in affection. Good boy.
As it gets close to you this time, you can physically feel heat, Rose.
Thanks, I was a bit cold anyways.
Indeed, not a master if you feel that.
What?
Indeed, not a master if you feel that.
Alright, not yet. Again. You will be my mount, and I will ride you into battle, and we'll go fuck up the Wraith King.
You will perish. You are weak. You are nothing.
Shut up with that whole you are weak, you are nothing. You sound like my ex.
Your father was twice what you are, and he was nothing.
Do not talk about my father.
I will see what I want of that man.
Can I roll to, like, blast some fire at his ass?
You can roll it.
Ooh, I have an idea of what's going to happen.
The flames strike into him, and as they do, his body glows some as he absorbs them. And you feel a little physically weaker.
Oh shit.
Just absorb some of your soul.
that was a lesson, and I'm not gonna do it again. Next time I'll just bring a bucket of water. I'll cry on you.
I was right. You are tasty. Please give me more.
No,
Don't worry, you're weak. I will have it
I already
soon
said
enough.
no. So stop talking unless you have something useful for me.
I have nothing for you, betrayer.
Well, if the townspeople are correct, I'm the last of my line. And I am the last of my family you'll ever see, possibly the last person you ever see, so yeah, no, I'm not gonna let you consume me.
You won't have a choice.
He says, while in chains, begging me to give him more of myself.
Notice how far my chains extend.
Cool, you're still in them.
Until recently, I could only move half this distance.
Well, I'm gonna figure out a way to put you on a tighter leash, so what's even your name, other than Fluffy?
When you have the knowledge to truly make yourself worth talking to me, you will already know it.
Fine, whatever, be useless. God, you sound just like Nicholas.
Fucking, oh my god.
So you're gonna need to get by the time all this is said and done. All the corruption and evil and shit.
You know the SpongeBob meme where he's like doing that whole like yeah thing? That's how she's posed right now.
You're super ballsy for fucking with an entity. Uh,
Well, she's also hot-headed. It's kind of a trait for a fire manipulator. Well, do you have anything else useful to offer me? Or am I just wasting my time?
You're the one who keeps entering my place.
Well, considering you have chains with my family crest on it, I'd say actually it's mine. Right of inheritance, bitch.
You owe nothing.
I own your soul.
So, Rose, you wake up.
Avril, the Fluffy's being a pain in my ass.
Everald looks over at you from his bed. Try to dream about something else.
Yeah, but like, couldn't my family have passed me down a cooler pet, like a dog, instead of a moody bitch demon that goes, "I will eat your soul. You are not worthy."
I do not believe your family has given you a pet. If you would like a pet, we can talk about that. But I hope you're up to the responsibility.
I want a pet.
Don't give the fucking little pyromaniac a pet zombie. Just don't.
To be fair, she could just take the companion feed and give herself a pet.
Can you make me a pet?
With enough
Will he
time
be soft?
and pieces, yes.
Oh, cool. Will he do my laundry for me?
Depends what pieces I use.
Awesome. Tired. I'm gonna go back to sleep now, since we're gonna go on this questy quest into a really corrupt, evil place where I'm gonna see Zombie Dad. Or White Dad.
It could be far worse. I'm just saying. White would be the bottom of the food chain, really.
Oh yeah, what could be worse than my dead father being an undead creature that tries to kill me?
Dread Knights.
Oh sweet. I'm sure that would do so much more mental trauma.
Oh, or a mummy? That would be rather bad to deal with.
Or even better, he could be alive.
Alive and still in such a horribly corrupted place, I would nearly have to get you, or have to beg you to put him out of his misery then.
She turns over without a sound and goes back to sleep.
Avril goes back to sleep as well. Morning eventually does come. Yes, Corvus?
No, I wasn't doing anything. The only thing I was doing while you guys were doing that was like shooting the shit with Mac while he was getting stoned. Other than that, I stayed up the entire night, just kind of like staring at the door.
I'm sorry, do what?
I went to sleep as well when it came time. I didn't stay up.
Anyway,
Indeed. So, yeah, it's morning.
oh shit, yeah, everyone's gonna be a pain in the ass. I go grab. Where is Gavin? Is he sleeping in here, or did he pass out at the bar?
Imagine he passed out at the bar, yes.
All right, then I'll grab him. I'm gonna go poke Nicholas.
Look over. What?
I do believe it's time for you to actually do what your namesake is and start exercising.
Yeah, good idea. Can be meant to wake up. Exercise and half asleep would be bad idea.
Yes, I've seen your performance.
Well, fuck you too.
All right.
You have a sleep but not thinking straight.
Um, as I finish like getting Nick up, I go to grab Ursa, and then everyone. I go to wake her up. Like as she's laying down there, does she like have any signs of distress about her? I just want to know.
Do you, Rose?
Nah.
Didn't go cry asleep. Nothing like that.
She cried flaming tears into her pillow.
And then died. All right, so I go to grab Ursa. Ursa,
What?
I do believe it's time to get moving.
5 more minutes.
I am glad that you are giving this the urgency that it deserves. While you're taking your time, I'll go try to get Everold up.
Miss May should come in and dump a bucket of water on her. That'll wake her up quick.
You do you, bro.
You do that. You do that, Cappy.
So, Sleeping Beauty, what's going on?
So you're trying to wake up Everald?
Yeah, I poke him with my finger.
Monsters come out at night.
Yes, but they're inactive in the morning, which is the best time to strike.
I feel that is a difference in opinion.
Okay, would you prefer to deal with them when they swing at their hardest or when they swing at their lightest?
Hardest.
I glance over. Yeah, that figures. That man loves messing with zombie bodies. Don't know what he does with them all, but he sure seems to enjoy collecting them.
Sex dolls.
I give Emerald a concerned look.
That is not what I do with them.
Yes, it is.
Did you not ask me for a pet?
I said nothing. What do you mean?
Anyway, Emerald, I know that this isn't exactly your ideal hunting hours, but we have a lot of ground to cover, it seems. Could you try to accommodate just this once?
Very well, I will get up. Everald gets out of bed.
Thank you. All right. So Corvus walks out of the room into the bar area. Is there anyone there? Edit.
In which room?
The main bar area.
Yeah, the guy who gave you the rooms last night is there.
And then Max passed out at.
Yeah.
So is it like a small mountain of coke that he's using as a pillow?
I would never do that to good Coke.
Hey, Finn, did, I don't think it will, but in particular, would I be able to sense any differences in Rhoda's character if, considering what happened in her dream?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't think it was anything you would sense, but I figure I'd take this in case.
This is indeed a good stopping point.
Alright.
So, good job, everyone, tonight. Hope you had a good time. And anybody who watched, I hope you have a good time.
We'll start the killing again next session.
And please do not take Mac as an example. Drugs are bad. Just say no.
Do drugs.
Okay.
I'm level 9 now. Almost caught up to everybody.
We are the Story
Thank
Speakers
you, Evan.
Guild. We are the Story Speakers Guild, bringing you role-play entertainment like this and hopefully much more.
Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good one.